panel saw operational procedures are important for not only ensuring safety, as previously mentioned, but also for ensuring good machine operation. It is important that operators perform all operational procedures prior to operating the panel saw. Operational procedures include the following areas: setting up for an angle cut, setting up for a miter cut, setting up to cut on the cross side, performing a cross cut, perform a rib cut, remove the materials and debris, and clean up. To set up for an angle cut, you need to first set the cross cut guide to the desired angle. The steps to do this are: number 1, loosen the end knob and remove the end knob and support block from under the cross cut guide. Number 2, adjust the cross cut guide and set it to the desired angle. Number 3, tighten the knob located under the middle of the cross cut guide, locking the guide in place. To set up for a miter cut on the cross cut side, in other words, to perform an angle cut up to 45 degrees, simply turn the hand wheel located on the side of the panel saw clockwise until desired angle is reached. You can use either the digital readout on the operator console or the pointer located under the read table to set the desired angle. To set the cutting width on the cross-cut side, loosen the knob located on the cross-cut guide and move the stopper to the desired measurement. Tighten the knob to lock the stop in place. Once the desired width is set, push the workpiece to be cut against the cross-cut guide and against the stopper and cut the workpiece. To ensure a complete cut through the workpiece, it is important to set the correct blade height. The correct height of the blade is approximately 6 to 10 millimeters higher than the top surface of the material being cut. To adjust the blade height, turn the hand wheel located below the rib side table. The blade guard is there to protect the worker from the blade as well as reduce kickback. It is also used to extract dust that is generated by the cutting operations. The most suitable position for the blade guard will depend on the material thickness to be cut. To perform a cut on the cross-cut side, place the workpiece on the cross-cut table against the back of the cross-cut guide and against the stop. Keep pressure down on the workpiece. Now perform the cut by guiding the workpiece into the blade. Always be aware of where your hands are and keep them well out of the line of the blade. Do not push the material against the rotating blade. Let the blade control the feed of the cut. Once the workpiece is cut, remove it from the table. Turn off the panel saw and remove material when the blade stops. To set up to cut the desired width on the rib side, the following adjustments are required. Adjust to the desired width by loosening the handle located at the back of the rib guide. If required, finer and more accurate adjustment of the width can be achieved by using the fine adjustment knob located at the front of the rib guide. Depending on the length of the workpiece, it may also be necessary to adjust the rib guide along the y-axis in order to provide the workpiece with additional support and guidance. To perform a rib cut, push the workpiece into the blade while keeping the material up against the rib guide. Depending on the width of the workpiece to be cut, it may be necessary to use the push stick to push the material past the blade. The push stick will ensure that your hands are away from the blade when cutting a narrow width. Push the material with the push stick past the blade to complete the cut. Do not push the material against the rotating blade. Let the blade control the feed of the cut. To ensure the safe removal of the workpiece end of cuts, and to also prevent kickbacks, turn off the blade and wait for the blade to come to a complete stop. Once the blade has stopped, it will be safe to remove the workpiece and any offcuts. Once you're finished using the panel saw, you will need to clean the panel saw and surrounding work area. This will ensure the area is free of safety hazards and prevent build-up of dust and debris, which can result in poor machine performance. Sweep the machine down and sweep the surrounding work area. Place all waste in the appropriate bin. Report all machine faults and hazards to your supervisor. Wiseman Institute is a leading provider of business improvement and technical training solutions. We specialize in cabinet making, engineering, food processing, bread baking, and building and construction.